Terry Eurick was a standout halfback on Arthur Hill's undefeated and unscored upon football team in 1973. That year, the 5'11", 195-pounder earned All-Valley and All-State honors, as well as being named the Saginaw Valley Conference MVP. Eurick was the Lumberjacks' leading ball carrier in both his junior and senior seasons, and he was team captain both seasons. The three-year varsity player also attained All-State honorable mention his sophomore season in 1971.
If I was to make an all Arthur Hill football team, Terry would be one of the first players I'd pick. There's been a lot of fine football players at Arthur Hill, especially at running back, but I can't think of a better one than Terry Eurick. He was a complete package. And he probably would have led our team in rushing and probably would have been All-Valley as a sophomore if George would have brought him up at the beginning of the year.
Terry was, without a doubt, one of our team leaders. He was the kind of guy who led by example, although, he would speak up once in a while. But Terry had a tremendous work ethic in everything that he did. If he was blocking or if he was carrying out a fake, Terry did it the best he possibly could. And when he was carrying the ball, Terry put on a clinic. 30 years ago, he was a tremendous running back, and he would have been great 60 years ago. And the way the game has changed, as much as it's evolved today, in my mind, Terry Eurick is still one of the best running backs that I've ever seen.
Eurick also played 2 years of varsity baseball and was named to the All-SVL West Division team both seasons as a heavy-hitting outfielder.
I coached Terry in baseball years ago in the 1970 season. Going through some of my archives that I came across, that I found this trophy here that was the kids gave me when we won the city championship that year, and it's always been kind of a prized possession of mine. I even found an old article out of the paper from 1970 here, and it said that Terry Eurick led the team to a 5-1 victory with 3 hits.
He accepted a full-ride scholarship to Notre Dame, where he won 4 letters from 74 to 77.
For him being able to go to Notre Dame with his teammate Terry Murphy was a special experience. The two of them still have a great friendship. And again, he was fortunate in that he ended up going to a school that had the great tradition, but being able to play for Eurick Parsegian was for him a tremendous experience, and then having a chance for his team during his senior year to get the exposure and win a national championship, and Joe Montana, and Terry played, I think, with 9 guys that ended up going to the pros, and still they found a way to make him feel important to that team.
Eurick made his debut as a freshman in the 1974 season opener versus Georgia Tech and gained 6 yards on his first collegiate carry. After seeing spot duty for 2 years, he started his first game October 2nd, 1976 in a 24-6 win over Michigan State. Eurick rushed for 65 yards on 15 carries and caught a 20-yard touchdown pass in that contest. He was a tri-captain in 1977, and in the 38-10 victory over #1 ranked Texas in the 1978 Cotton Bowl, Eurick scored twice and gained 16 yards on 4 carries and caught a 12-yard pass. His efforts landed him on the cover of Sports Illustrated the following week.
It's a wonderful time for me to see Terry elected as captain of the Notre Dame team when we were at Notre Dame. And the reason he got that, he was among a team of All-Americans, almost Heisman Trophy winners. We were national champions in our final year. And yet he was elected captain because he was the individual that cross-section of America admired most. And it was his hard work and his leadership, and it had to do with the compassion that he expressed to his teammates in the way he approached practice, the way he approached dealing with them, and the way he approached people all around him.
Terry Eurick was elected into the Arthur Hill Letterwinners Hall of Fame in 1985.